Hey friends, what's up? This is Dana. It is Friday morning in Long Island, New York. And I just really wanted to come on live because I know that right before Christmas, I talked about, actually, maybe it was like last Friday or last Thursday, it doesn't matter. But anyways, I know I came on and I was talking about my medication and how excited I was and how I really was looking forward to having my medication. Well, here's the dealio. Let me take a bite of my breakfast because I just took my medication and I'm hungry, but yet I know I'm not going to be hungry. Oh, by the way, so good. Oats, frozen pineapple, and then my chocolate trim on top. It is like the best. Anyways, so I told you that I had gotten my medication. And I did. I got my medication. It was awesome. Super excited that I got that. Come to find out, I started to have really weird side effects, which they're not side effects that I've encountered before with my Adderall. I started to have shortness of breath. I was very, very moody in like a really uncontrollable way. I started to break down emotionally like I hadn't before, prior to my, after my post my ADHD diagnosis. Sorry. And it seemed like all my symptoms were coming back at moments. It was like little splatters, right? Generally when you get your symptoms back and they're in little splatters or you feel like you're ebbing and flowing, it's because you're on the extended release. But this was the immediate release. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? So I start researching the symptoms, of course. If you don't know something, my mentor, Marina Simone, always says, GTS, Google that shit, right? Literally, she coined that because it's the truth. If you don't know something, Google it. Sorry, I got chocolate on my lip right here. Google it. But don't believe everything you read on Google. So make sure it's a reputable source. Anyways, I ended up Googling it, and I did. This is how naive I am to medication because I don't normally take medication that often. Hey, what's up? I don't take medication that often. So for me, I was just naive to the fact that all medications, even if it is the same medication, is different. So what do I mean by that? Sorry, I'm trying to prop my phone. So what I mean is I was prescribed a medication. I've been taking the same medication for a year and a half. I get a new medication and guess what? It's not the same brand. And I didn't know that with the generic brands that the formulas are different. Hello! Dude, talk about mind blown. I literally if you... let me just backtrack real quick. If you have ADHD and you're taking Adderall and you literally have not looked at your label, do it now. Do it now. I'm doing good, thanks, Zozo. I'm actually talking live from New York. My name's Dana. What's up, guys? And freaking talking about how my Adderall, I've been taking the same one for a year and a half, and then I get a new one and I'm getting all these crazy side effects from it. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? Can I curse on here? That's not really cursing, right? What the heck is going on? So I end up Googling it, and the shortness of breath, the headaches, I'd be super hyper and then I'd lay down and I'm this is not how I'm used to feeling. And I know that I just went through a week of withdrawals, which kind of suck, because I couldn't get my medication. Needless to say, I end up Googling the brand that I had, which was Teva. And Teva is considered the original formula of Adderall. And then I look at the one that I have now. Where the hell did I put it? And it's Aurobindo, guys. Aurobindo. This is what I was taking. Hey, if Aurobindo works for you, fantastic. But this did not work for me, and I will tell you why. Normally, I'm able to focus. I was not able to focus on this. Normally, my ADHD anxiety has like mellowed out. It was worse with this. I had an emotional breakdown for no reason on Christmas at the dinner table in front of 20 people. How freaking embarrassing is that? That's super embarrassing, you know? Super embarrassing. Sorry, I'm just like going through and like waving to everybody. And I was just like, dude, no way. Like, I mean, so anyways, back to what I was saying. I researched my Adderall. Teva was the original one that I was taking. Then they gave me this Aurobindo. By the way, I had to wait a whole week. That means I went through 3 to 4 days of withdrawal symptoms. I went through 3 days of no medication. And then when I get this medication, I'm acting like a fucking spaz. And pardon my language, but I'll be honest with you. When I researched the name, guess what? They're considered a dirty company. They don't follow FDA protocols. So their medication has been recalled. Not even just Adderall, but lots of different medications have been recalled. All the way up until the end of October, beginning of November. I mean, how crazy is that? Then on top of it being recalled, if you're living in the United States, they ended up closing half of the plants in the United States because they're dirty. And the reason why it gets recalled is because when they don't follow the FDA protocols, they're not actually testing it. They're not testing their formulas. So you're giving people who have mental health issues formulas that you're not testing properly. I'm not your guinea pig. Stop testing on me. It's not fun. It's not fun at all to go through these withdrawals and then you're excited to get your medication because literally you've been waiting for it because it's hard to find. And then I'm like dealing with this. This is not a good form of therapy, guys. Like, I mean, we need literally to stop the shortage with this Adderall, but do not, if you get it and you've been taking Teva, take the Aurobindo. Now, I'm not saying, because I'm not a doctor, so please don't take my word for it. I am not a doctor. I'm just an experiencer. And I have read on Reddit, I have read in forums that people love Aurobindo. And I'm sure if it's the first medication that you've taken. The only reason why I notice a difference is because I took something different first. I also am hyperactive. So what works for me may not work for you. I mean, that's the one thing about ADHD is that every medication, every person's ADHD is completely different. I can't sit here and vouch for anybody else that has ADHD or any other cognitive disabilities because that is not my place. I'm only speaking for my experience. That's it, my experience. But my experience has been that the Aurobindo has not been a good experience for me. So I've been taking it because I don't want to go off my medication. I drove into New York City. I literally had to drive 2 hours. Not that I live 2 hours from New York City. By the way, if you didn't know, I live in New York. I'm in Long Island, New York. My name is Dana. Thank you so much for jumping on. I appreciate it. I'm drinking my coffee right now. I'm eating my breakfast of oats, chocolate, and pineapple. Yes, I have chocolate in the morning. If you want to know why and how, I'll tell you later. Or just message me. But anyways, I drove into New York City. I talked to my psychologist and she was like, oh my gosh. So she put like a whole like thing on, you know, like how the doctor's doing, whatever. And like a big note saying like, all right, like no more of this. Oh, by the way, they had to ship out for my medication at the pharmacy I went to. So when you're getting medication, make sure that your pharmacy is a pharmacy that actually carries stuff. Otherwise, you're waiting forever like I did. Who wants to wait a week? So she prescribed to me Vyvanse. Today is my first day on Vyvanse. And supposedly it's smoother. I only have to take 1 pill. I don't have to take 2. If you've taken Viennese, can you please tell me in the comments, because I want to know your results. I literally took it. I take my medication every single morning religiously at 8 o'clock. And oh my gosh. And I literally, the only thing I'm feeling right now is dry mouth. But it's a stimulant, so that's like to be expected. What the heck? I didn't even have like any wine or anything. So like, why do I have I think my lips are just chapped and then I ate that chocolate. But if you have taken Viennese, please tell me what it is and how your experiences are. Today is my first day. I went and I switched from Adderall to the Viennese for my ADHD. That's what I'm talking about right now. And I was talking about how I used, hey, what's up? It's going good. It's going good. Talking about how my freaking Adderall, they changed the company on me and I ended up getting all these like insane side effects. So I was taking, you're asking if I speak English. I mean, I'm speaking English right now. That's kind of a silly question, don't you think? I mean, we could all laugh at that, right? Like, I'm speaking English. Yes, I am in the United States. I speak English. Yes, yes, yes. Sorry, not taking anyone to be on my video right now. Hello, how are you? I'm eating my breakfast. I've got my oats. I've got my chocolate on top. If you want to know about this chocolate, love it, love it, love it. Very nice to meet you too, Thane Justin. Actually, believe it or not, before this whole ADHD thing and whatever, this stuff that I was diagnosed with, I was very overweight. I did not lose my weight because of my ADHD medication. I actually lost my weight beforehand, lost about 45 pounds. I've been able to maintain it, which is amazing. But that's what I have. I have chocolate on top of my oats or anything that I want, or I take a spoonful or put it in my coffee. And I do it because it helps me maintain my weight. I've been taking the products, God, 2.5 years now. Absolutely love it. My God, thanks guys for hopping on. Tell me where you're from. If you have any questions, I am 42. I can't believe I'm going to be 43. My birthday's January 19th. Isn't that crazy? Oh my God. I lied. I'm not going to be 43. I'm going to be 42. I am so sorry. I'm going to be 42. I was born in 81. I don't know what I was thinking. Anyways, I also have been thinking lately that days are ahead of days. It's so funny because last week was Christmas, right? So my son, like, it's the last days of school. And he was having a holiday party on, what day was that? The 23rd. So Friday the 23rd, that was last Friday. And the holiday party was a pajama party. And I got him all ready. I was excited, got him ready for his his pajama party. We've been practicing songs and doing all kinds of things. And I brought all the gifts. I show up. I've got a Santa Claus hat on. He's got a Santa Claus hat on. Meanwhile, I have to tell you, this is after I went through 4 days of withdrawals from not getting my medication. By the way, I am on ADHD medication, so it is an amphetamine. Yes, you do go through withdrawals. If you, my name is Justin. Yes, your name, Justin, is in your Instagram name. So, yeah, I figured that one out. Thanks, bud. So I actually was withdrawing. And Friday is when I got my first dosage of medication. And that's actually what I was talking about, because I was taking a brand called Teva, which is considered like the original formula of Adderall, the generic brand of it. I'm not going to say the original, but the generic brand of Adderall that is like the original formula. But then, after waiting a week, they gave me this, the Oral Bendo. You know what? The Oral Bendo, no bueno. No bueno, Oral Bendo. Yo no me gusta esta persona. Yuck. Yes, that is garbage. It goes in the garbage. If you are me, it goes in the garbage. Hey, I'm not a doctor, cannot speak about anyone else's medications. What medicine is mom? I don't even understand that question. That's a silly question. Come on, ask something that I can understand. You asked if I speak English. Of course I speak English. And, oh, what medicine is it? It's Adderall. But I'm not taking Adderall right now. I just went to the doctor and they prescribed me Vyvanse. And so today's my first day of Vyvanse and we're going to see what happens. So stay tuned because I think I'm going to hop on tomorrow. I'll give you my results as to how I feel with the Vyvanse because it'll be a full 24 hours. So what I was doing in the past is I was taking Adderall IR, the immediate release in the morning, or a generic brand of it, I should say. And that's what I was talking about is don't be stupid with your generic brands. It's kind of like, it's like shopping for a pair of shoes, right? There's styles that all look the same, but they don't fit the same. The material's different. Depends on where they're made. I mean, I have nothing against things made in China, but sometimes like things made in China are just made like much cheaper. Which, by the way, I had an experience with that with when I was flying with the airline. They did that. They went to a company in China to make our uniforms. And they ended up buying materials from there. Broke out huge rashes all over me. Other people in the company doing the same thing. Guess what? That company soaks their products in formaldehyde, or their uniforms in formaldehyde to keep them stiff. And we literally were being poisoned with toxicity. I was having chemical burns on my neck. Can you believe that? Oh, my son just woke up. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for hearing my rant about my medication. And I am going to hop off because the little guy, he's up. Ciao for now. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of ya. And let's end this.